Dear students, I welcome you all for the online learning platform for the course Warehousing Automation. So we are into the process of learning the course through blended learning through online as well as offline. So in this particular presentation, we will discuss about the third chapter in Unit 3, that is return on investments. So mainly what is return on investments, how it is going to affect or how it is going to crucially modify the working of warehousing automation we will be discussing, and we'll be discussing some numerical problems in this particular regard, how to calculate the ROI, return on investments. So this is what the content for this particular chapter as well as for this particular video presentation. So directly we'll jump into the content. So return on investments. So any project or any activity may be in a domestic application or in an industrial application. Everyone is interested on the term ROI, return on investments. We invest some amount of money in order to make an asset or to get into a resource, and it is going to be the responsibility of the person who created that particular property or the asset. With respect to some time, they are supposed to get some sort of returns onto it, and the returns should be always, it should be maximum. Perhaps that might be practically impossible, but still we strive to achieve one particular level of maximum returns. We go for say 1 lakh rupees of investment, means it is very obvious that we expect some sort of returns from the asset or from the resource. So this is very natural, which is inevitable in any business system or in any process. So the same case here, we are going to discuss how in a warehousing automation case, how it is going to significantly affect, or how to calculate whether it is going to be a cost benefit case, whether it is going to affect the process and it is going to incur loss for the organization, or we are going to calculate how it is going to be profitable for an organization. So usually this ROI is calculated in two cases. So as an initial case where you want to appraise the need and necessity of one particular equipment, you can go ahead with ROI, or in some cases post implementation we can justify the using of the equipment. So either cases it can be used. So now we'll get into the topic. So in warehousing, so basically ROI, return on investments, measures the profitability and efficiency of investments made in warehouse operations, infrastructure and technology. So it is not only with respect to some physical processes, say buying a conveyor and installation. No, not only that. Even you create some sort of softwares for that, some technologies we adopt or we developed. So all those cases forms under the case of ROI. So here the crucial factor what we need to abide is, we should have a very good idea on ROI. How are we going to gain returns on this particular process? So we'll get into the further discussions. ROI. It basically helps us to evaluate the business, whether the cost associated with the warehousing, that is automation or labor or storage systems, generate sufficient financial returns or not. So this is very crucial. Why? Because that is where we can grow. We have invested today 1 lakh rupees into a process, we gain some amount, maybe nominal or even little bit meager amount, paltry amount. Let us not get or make it as a big concern. We get some sort of amount out of it. So that can be used again, the profit whatever we are going to gain, again it is going to be invested significantly onto the process for the development into continuous. And this is what we are going to learn in the upcoming presentations, where we are going to continuously monitor the key performance indicators. So that is where investment is necessary. Always we cannot rely on a third party investments, or always not from the management. Okay, from the process what we do, out of that we are supposed to generate revenue, and a part of it is going to be used for the further extension. Okay, the establishment will be taken to the next level. So therefore it is the one which is going to help us to increase the business continuously. What is the formula to calculate? So the formula to calculate return on investment is net profit from investment, a net profit, not the gross profit, net profit. What are the things we gain out of it? Net profit from investments minus cost of the investment divided by cost of investment into 100. Therefore, we get the value in terms of percentage. The answer what we get will be in terms of percentage. So ROI will always be in terms of percentage, and greater the value is going to be more the returns, okay, and meager the value is going to be, say, nominal or some low returns. So that is how we are supposed to get the inferences out of it. So now we'll directly get into the problem based on this particular work. Okay, so this is first problem. So analyze this problem very crucially. So it is very simple, but however, let us not take it as granted. We'll get into one by one. A company invests $2 lakh. Clear? The value, the currency is in dollars. $2 lakh in a new warehouse management software system over 3 years. That is after 3 years. So today we have implemented the thing. After 3 years, the system reduces labor costs and improves efficiency, saving 90,000 per year. Okay, calculate the ROI. So we know the formula. ROI is equal to net profit from the investments minus cost of investment divided by cost of investment into 100. Okay, so now we'll solve this particular problem. Now we'll solve the problem based on the given data. So let me take the given data first. So the given data is, the first given data is savings. So the equipment is saving 90,000 rupees dollars per year, and the duration is 3 years. So that is how the problem goes on. Then the investment what we did is 2 lakh rupees. So with this given data, we have been asked to find the ROI. How much ROI will be there? So first thing is, we'll get into the total savings first of all. So total savings what we get from that equipment is, per year we are getting an saving of $90,000. So that put together for 3 years, therefore it is going to be 2,70,000. Okay, so this is going to be the savings by the equipment. Now we'll directly, with this data is sufficient for us to get into the further solving of this particular problem. So now we'll directly jump to get the ROI. So ROI is total savings. So the total savings what we get here, it is so net profit is 2,70,000 minus 2 lakhs divided by 2 lakhs. So this is the thing. So therefore, what is the thing is, we can directly get 70,000 divided by, of course here 100 is omitted. I will just add it in the below case. So with this particular value, so we will just multiply this by 100. So therefore we get the answer in terms of percentage. So when you solve this, we can directly get this. So here 4 zeros and here 4 zeros. So 7 by 20. When you compute it, so we get the answer in the range of 0.35. So here we get the value as 0.35 into 100. So therefore the answer is 35%. So from this particular case, the ROI is going to be 35%. So likewise, we can calculate the ROI for any equipment based on the data what is given. So with this one particular problem we have finished. Now we'll go for the next problem. The second problem. A cold storage warehouse invests $10 lakh in energy efficient refrigeration. So the data are like this. The annual savings on electricity is 1.5 lakhs. Annual maintenance cost is 20,000. System lifespan is 10 years. So with this we are going to calculate ROI. So earlier problem directly they had given savings per year. So now in this case, savings has not been given directly, but what has been given is on different headings, that is savings has been given as well as maintenance cost is given. So what is the thing is, we need to calculate the net savings, that is 1.5 lakhs we save from the particular equipment, as well we are doing some maintenance in this, so that we need to minus, and therefore we need to get the answer. So now we'll go for the next to solve this problem. So how to solve this? First we'll go ahead with the given data. So I'll just select the pen option. Yeah. So the first given data is given like this. So first savings. So total savings what we get in this particular thing is, so savings is going to be 1.5 lakhs minus the maintenance what we do is, sorry, not what, it is going to be 20,000, sorry, not 30, 20,000. So therefore the savings, net savings what we get is 1.3 lakh dollars. Then savings from the other case. So another saving, that is this, the total saving, net saving is going to be 1.3 lakhs. So this is going to be for 1 year. So total saving, the given duration is 10 years is given. So therefore it is going to be 13 lakhs. Okay. So I hope students you might be clear in this regard. So savings per year, here this is the savings what we get, that is 1.5 lakh is the total savings what we do, and maintenance is going to be 20,000. So therefore when we minus this, so this is going to be the net saving, that is 1.3 lakhs is the net saving per year. Now for 10 years when we multiply it, we are going to get this as total, this is for 10 years. So now how we will solve is the net profit. So profit what we gain is 13 lakhs and the investment cost is 10 lakhs onto the refrigerator. So therefore 10 lakhs. So the final net saving is going to be 3 lakhs. So this is the net profit. So with this net profit, now we are in the clean sheet, we can calculate the ROI. So ROI goes like this. So 3 lakhs is the net profits what we get out of it, and the money invested onto the refrigerator is 10 lakhs. So therefore when we solve the percentage, that is into 100 when we do it, so finally we get the answer as 30%. So this particular refrigerator, upon solving, we gain, or we come to see that the ROI is going to be in the range of 30%. So this is how we solve where there is a maintenance. So now we'll go for the next particular model, in which we can see there is an additional revenue generated out of it. Okay. So ROI with additional revenue in this regard. So a warehouse installs automated picking robots for $5 lakh. This leads to cost saving 1,20,000 per year, that is by reducing the labor. Increased sales due to faster shipping generating an extra of, that is $80,000 per year. Calculate the return after 4 years. So here the thing is, we are getting something different. So we'll see how to solve this particular problem. Now we'll solve the problem from the given data. So first thing is the investments. On the robot we had invested an amount of 5 lakhs. Then the savings, so the savings what we have got is 1,20,000 per year, and the problem says that the ROI has to be calculated for 4 years. So the next thing is due to sales. So increase in sales has yielded an amount of 80,000 per year. So everything in the dollar. So this is going to be investment, and this is the savings what we get. So now we'll calculate the benefits first, that is total savings what we get from the particular robot is 1,20,000 plus 80,000 per year. So this when we compute, it becomes 2 lakhs, right? So this 2 lakhs is per year. But what the problem says is for 4 years we need to know the thing. So therefore this, when it computed for 4 years, it is computed, we get an value of 8 lakhs for 4 years. For 4 years we get this particular value. So now we'll calculate the profit. So profit is, we got 8 lakhs from the robot from direct as well as from indirect revenue, but the investment what we did is 5 lakhs. So therefore the net profit is 3 lakhs. So with this, now we are into the regular mode, that is we can calculate the ROI directly. So now we'll get into the ROI. So ROI is equal to, so the savings what we get from the robot investment is 3 lakhs, and the amount what we are invested is 5 lakhs, and the ROI is going to be 60,000. So this is how we do. Okay. So there are three types of problems what we basically do here. The first type is directly we use the formula to do. Second thing is any maintenance or anything is going to be there, that is going to be considered as a part of our savings, that is we are going to minus the value. And when you come for the third category, where we will be having an additional component called as revenue. Additionally, it is going to act as a revenue, and that will be adding to the savings part, not to the investment part, to the saving part. Okay. So now we'll go for the next slide, that is summary. So before we summarize this presentation took us to an interesting topic of ROI, and where we calculated the ROI using a formula. Okay. For a particular duration, for the said duration we just calculated, and from that we computed the percentage of return on investments. Okay. So there we just solved for three particular categories. So first category was direct substitution of ROI, and second thing was if there is a maintenance, how to solve and how to get an ROI we just discussed, and the third category was with respect to additional revenue. You have got a system and we are gaining some sort of additional revenue that we accumulate under the heading of savings, and from there we just got the ROI. Okay. So with this we finish the topic ROI, and we'll discuss the further things in the next online presentation. Students, any doubts, kindly note it down, solve the problem, note it down. Any doubts, please let me know during the offline classes. Okay. Thank you all.